Hello, Taurus. Ramblin Mike here. Let's play some tarot cards today. You know, Taurus, I wanted to thank you for all your likes and your subscribes, for all your comments that you blessed me with. I loved it all. Thank you very much for your support and supporting me. You know, I love you, Taurus. I know a lot of Taurus. They are absolutely amazing people. I wanted to talk with you briefly about general reads with tarot. You know, there's no possible way that this general read could be for every Taurus on the planet, sun, moon, and rising. So those of us that know and love tarot, we've learned that if it resonates, to go with it, and if it doesn't, let it go. Just have fun with tarot. Also wanted to tell you, Taurus, that we are in eclipse season again. As many of you probably know, we have a full moon eclipse on the 31st of January, and there is another solar eclipse on the 15th of February. So be prepared for changes to come in. They can come in suddenly. People can come in, people can go out suddenly. And, you know, it's all about the universe working with us to lead us to our highest good. So, with that, let's play some tarot here. Shuffle your cards here a little bit and shuffle them for a while, meditating on Taurus, sun, moon, rising. Here we go. I feel good with that. Hey, tarot. Hey, love team. Let's tell Taurus what they need to know most for their highest good from now till the middle of February. Thank you for clarity and accuracy on my part. Thank you again. Cutting your deck, Taurus. Here we go. First card out is Eight of Swords. When I was shuffling your deck earlier, Eight of Swords came out as well. Eight of Swords is that card of feeling trapped. Swords have to do with the thought process. They have to do with the mental. And truly, the only place that we can be trapped is in our own thought process, you know. You see this young lady in the card right there. She's bound up, but she's not really trapped. These swords truly don't have her trapped. She could get out of them anytime she wanted to. She could simply back up to one of these swords and cut those ties off and pull that blindfold off. Many times I feel that this card absolutely has to do with lack of communication. Communication always helps with the breakthrough. So when I see Eight of Swords, I see somebody that's feeling trapped, but that is coming out of that feeling of being trapped because they're realizing it's all just thought process anyway, you know. See yourself free. Here we go. What crosses that, Taurus? Woohoo, nice, man. Four of Wands, you know. Taurus seems to probably be all up in their head about a love relationship. You know, Four of Wands is that blissful card. It's, you know, happy, joyous celebrations. You see the two couple right here. Definitely has to do with marriage or committed relationships. Definitely has to do with an upgrade in a relationship. You know, the Four Wands are absolutely the 111 of the tarot, you know, that special soulmate connection. You know, and I always see this as, you know, despise not the day of small beginnings. We've got the big house in the background and we've got the sun shining up above. So, you know, Taurus, you know, I want you to see it the way that you want it to be. Obviously, you have somebody very, very special in your life. Let's go on here. Bottom of the deck, first major arcana that's come out with you right here is the Sun card. Absolutely in the distant past, this relationship brought great joy, happiness to you, abundance to you, prosperity. Brought your inner child back out to come and play with us. I always see that as the inner child coming out and playing with us again. Up on their white horse, moving forward, you know, moving forward into the good life. This card can also talk about going forward. It can also talk about illumination. That's what I was trying to get at right there. Thank you for your patience with me, Taurus. Talks about illuminating a situation, illumination being brought into a situation that you feel trapped in. Here we go. This is also a major arcana. It's Leo, if that means anything to you. If not, here we go. Recent past, we have Eight of Pentacles, which is the blacksmith of the tarot deck. This guy's not afraid to work hard at something that he wants. He gets up early in the morning, starts his fires, takes the time to melt down that precious metal, pour it out into these molds that he's made in the nighttime, dare I say. Lets them cool down, cleans them up, hangs them all up to be displayed. This is what I've been working on. Absolutely see you, Taurus, as working on a very special relationship to you. A relationship that brings great joy and happiness into your life. Let's see, top of the deck. Here we go. Diablo showed up. Yeah, trouble in paradise. I see that with the Eight of Swords right here. Let's get our thought process right and see it the way that we want it to be, Taurus. Major arcana. This is Capricorn. May mean something to you, may not. But the Devil card always talks with me about toxicity, of course. You see the two couple right here. They're both chained to this mythological creature of the devil. This card is always about seeing the chain, removing the mask. And ultimately removing the chain. No, not to me, not today. And, with this kind of situation with Eight of Swords, Four of Wands here, can feel like that kind of relationship that you're just stuck in. You just can't seem to get away from it. It can be very passionate, very lustful, very, it's just all the vices that go along with the devil. I mean, you can be dealing with somebody that drinks and drugs and possibly runs around. That would surely put you all up in your head about somebody you feel very, very special about. Somebody that brings great joy and happiness into your life, but yet feeling that there's toxicity involved in the situation. That's something you are definitely not afraid to work at. And I love that about you, Taurus. Absolutely. When you set your mind at something, you're going to go get it. So here we go. Near future. Oh, I like that. This is the Princess of Cups. The princesses in the Tarot Illuminati always talk about messages coming in. Messages of love coming in for you, Taurus. The Princess of Cups is very young love, though. She's not the King of Cups, and she's not the Queen of Cups. She is the Princess of Cups. This is somebody that may not be mature in their love walk at this particular point in time. It is somebody that has the potential to grow into that love walk. This is somebody that has the potential to be very spiritual. You can see this young lady right here. She's looking into her cup, and there's a fish coming out of her cup, and she's listening to the fish very closely. This is somebody that has spiritual abilities with them, intuition, psychic abilities, the dreamer, the dreamer. So it definitely looks to me like, you've been working on a relationship that you want very much. Definitely has you up in your head about it a little bit. Kind of feels toxic to you. And that could very well possibly be because the person that you're interacting with is just not as mature in the area of love as you are, Taurus. So let's see what goes on from here. Oh, wow. face card showed up. This is the King of Swords. Very strong, very sure of himself. King of Swords is somebody very intelligent, somebody that is mature. And this is how you would see yourself in this position. But, you know, the King of Swords is absolutely detached. He can seem cold, but he's the great strategist of the tarot deck, in my opinion. You know, he's got strategies running through his head all the day long about how to turn a toxic situation into the sunshine. You know, how to come out of being all wrapped up in your thought process. You know, and this guy right here, he can very easily get wrapped up into his thought process. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, Taurus. Let this unfold the way that it's supposed to unfold. You know, you're definitely dealing with somebody that has great spirituality available within them, but is young in their love walk. Absolutely, Taurus, I see you sure, steadfast. You know, don't be cold and distant, you know. Walk in love, Taurus. Here we go. Yeah, recent exterior influence on this read is Two of Wands. Two of Wands is that crossroad card. You absolutely see this young merchant right here in the Tarot Illuminati deck. And he has set his intentions. He has set his ships out to sea. He doesn't expect them to come back next week, you know. But he knows that when these ships do come back, it's going to change his life for the better. He's got two wands here. That's why it's like a crossroad. You may have a couple of options out there that you're looking at this particular point in time. You may not. But he is definitely holding on to one wand here, looking up at it. It's got the world on it, and he definitely has another wand that he's letting go at this particular point in time. He does have a little wall around him, which would line up, you know, with Eight of Swords, feeling trapped, not going forward the way that you really want it to go in a relationship. I see you steadily moving forward, you know, with the Sun card right here, you know, great hope and great faith, great planning and strategy, you know. You see it the way that you want it to come out because you're not afraid to work at it. And you're probably dealing with somebody that's not, dare I say, as mature in the love walk as you are, Taurus. So let's go here. Hopes and fears. Nine of Wands, you know. He's the wounded warrior. I definitely see, you know, dealing with a relationship that feels like this, that could absolutely turn you into the wounded warrior. Not a bad guy, strong guy. You can see right here that this guy is very strong. You know, what don't kill you makes you stronger. Got his 9 wands of passion all around him. Taking the stuff that don't work and let that go. Kept the good stuff around him. You can see this guy right here. He is absolutely intently looking at something. I like to say that he is praying with his eyes open and attracting to him what he wants. He's been through the battle, but, you know, he's expecting more battle to come in this situation. You know, Two of Wands can absolutely refer to setting your intentions, but not moving as fast as you would like it to move. Here we go. Outcome. Knight of Swords. This is a card called Rushing into the Fray. You know, with these eclipses, you could see sudden change one way or the other with this crossroad decision that you're looking at this particular point in time. For you, you know, I see this energy as how it's represented to you. And this is somebody that rushes in, not prepared for what they're getting into. You know, this young air sign right here. Somebody, they're very smart. I really believe that this could possibly, absolutely be representing you, Taurus. Yeah, rushing in, not prepared for what you're going to find. I mean, this guy right here, he's got the sword in the wrong hand for battle. He's got gold armor on. Stuff's way too heavy for the horse. It's not strong enough for battle armor. And he's definitely bringing a whole charge, you know, forward charge. And this can talk about, you know, being sharp with your tongue and being abrupt and you know, with these three cards right here, with this, you know, young love and feeling that possibly dealing with some kind of toxicity, just rushing in and slashing the sword around, you know, my advice is, you know, chill with that, you know. Don't expect the worst, you know. Expect the best to come. Expect the best to come, because really that's what's on the board right here, is the best. These kind of relationships going to take some work. But Taurus is not afraid to put into what they want. Very nice. Bottom of the deck, Taurus, is the Emperor. Another major arcana, major life force card. This is Aries. May mean something to you, may not. But the Emperor, this is what I wanted to talk with you about right here. The Emperor is large and in charge of their empire. This is the King's King. He rules the entire empire. And in the Tarot Illuminati, he has armor on because he's been in the battle. But he's no longer in the battle. He's no longer in the battle. He's chilling. You know, he's stable. You know, this is Taurus. You're fixed, man. They're stable, man. They know what they want, and they're sure that they're going to get it. He's just chilling back here in his throne, looking up at his world, just chilling, knowing that he's large and he's in charge of the situation. You know, this guy is large and in charge of the situation as well. He's thinking it out, you know. He's not rushing in and slashing the sword around because, you know, that don't work anyway. He's willing to work at it because he sees great value and great joy in this relationship, knowing that he's probably more mature in the love walk than the person that they're dealing with here. You know, like I said, the eclipses are coming in, and there can be abrupt changes that come in very fast for all of us. I want you to just chill here, like the Emperor right here. Chill like the Emperor. Know that this is your empire. All right. Hey, Tarot, let's tell Taurus what they need to know most for the highest good with these Romance Angel cards. Thank you very much. Codependency. You know, definitely not my favorite card. Definitely lines up with old Diablo up on top of the deck right here. I mean, you may be dealing with somebody that's dealing with some codependency issues. Like I said, this talks about all the vices that are connected to the mythological creature that is called the devil. So you could be dealing with some codependency issues. Could be why you want to just rush in there and just lay it to waste, you know. Let's go on here. It's a really interesting read, Taurus. 2 more for Taurus, please. Finances and career. You know, I haven't seen any relationships in my life that don't have a whole lot to do with finances and career. We got the Apprentice card back over here. you may have come into a situation in your life where you are absolutely more focused on your career than anything else at this particular point in time. And, you know, many times when we deal with relationships like this that are up and down and feel super good to us with Four of Wands and the Sun, but yet the toxicity of the devil is involved, we'll go to work and we'll make some coin, you know. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it getting out there and knowing that you are the emperor, that you are large and in charge of your world, and get out there and make some coin. Of course, another situation with finances and career, you know, those always finances, money, and relationships. You know what I'm talking about. Go out and make your coin, you know. One more for Taurus, please. Thank you, Tarot. Wow. New love. This is nice. This is nice. It's like I told you with the situation here that's really special for you. I mean, there could be, with Two of Wands and messages coming in here, you could absolutely be meeting somebody new, or you could just be trying to work it out here. These eclipses are going to be very fun for us, but this is new love. This is either working on this love situation and manifesting it the way that you want it to be, but I wouldn't say that you're going to do it by going in there and slashing that sword around at all. I would, you know, we got Two of Wands here, and he's not totally let go of either one of those, Taurus. There may be some options out there for you. You know, and if you're dealing with codependency, you know, let it go for a minute. Let them straighten themselves out, because you are the emperor. You know, you are the emperor. Absolutely. Let's go one more. This is very interesting for Taurus right here. Let's go one more for Taurus right here. One more major for Taurus right here. On the board, we've got Aries, Capricorn, Leo in the majors, and we got one more major coming out right here. There it is. Taurus. It's definitely about a committed relationship that you're interested in. I love that with new love. Looks like gonna absolutely try and work it out. You know, I don't blame you. It does look good. It does look challenging, but I haven't seen a relationship that isn't. I do see somebody that's not as mature in the area of love. But I do see that you are absolutely willing to work at it. And I talk with that because, you know, he's the Hierophant. He is the Pope of the tarot deck. He is all about life lessons that go along with committed relationships, dare I say, with this spread right here. You know, he has the keys to his kingdom. You have the keys to your kingdom as well. This is all about being the teacher and being the student at the same time. Really, really Taurus. And I know a lot of Taurus out there. And they are making decisions about which way they're going to go with their love life at this particular point in time. We've got new love on the board, finances and career, and codependency. Like I say, this is a brief read. If you want something more personal, you can contact me at ramblinmike22, Gmail. We will break this down. This goes out to many, many, many Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Hey, Taurus, I want to thank you for your time today. Thank you for spending your time with me. Namaste. Love and light. I'll talk to you soon, Taurus. Bye for now.